Good evening.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
I wasn't fucking... No. It's a fucking bit. You fucking ruined it. I have the fucking outline and the music. Don't you watch fucking TV? I wasn't genuinely... Okay, cut. New one. Go to the next one.
Happy Halloween, boils and ghouls!
Thanks, but it's like early September.
No, I have to have fucking time to edit this fucking shit. God. Oh, I had to write to HBO and actually get permission to do this whole bit, and now I don't even feel like doing it. Let's do another HBO show. Just go to the next one. I'm Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn.
Oh, hey, Todd. I actually make a comic, too. That's pretty cool. You want to talk about your comic?
No, I don't want to talk about the comic because I'm not Todd McFarlane. What? How are you getting confused? I haven't even edited this bit. We're in the same room looking directly at each other in front of microphones. I've been the same person all 3 times. I've been this... You know what? I don't think this is working out. It's going to be too much to edit and too much time to invest to animate. I'm just going to do a normal intro, okay? Hi, I'm Chris. Hi, I'm Chris. What the fuck? Why are you leaving me hanging?
You told me
I'm looking right at you!
Halloween, witch, magic, Halloween. Halloween, witch, magic, Halloween.
So welcome to our Halloween 2017 review. No frills. We're going to just jump into it. There's no bits or skits.
I'm the ghost of Spawn's mispast. The chains that I wear I got from Malbosia in hell.
No, we're not doing Spawn. Go away. First up, we got, this is a tight ship I'm trying to run here. We're gonna watch City Shinjuku, and then we got some other things. They're
Is
like
one of those things Spawn?
No.
Can you unlock the door? I don't think you meant to lock me out, but hello?
No, it's a closed set. You're just gonna have to sit in the corner and wait for us to be done. I
I
hope you like anime. I hope you really like anime.
Tell me if my chains are too loud.
Those chains are made of paper.
I got those paper every day.
Do you actually have superpowers? I don't think you do.
Every day I tear one off, and then it's a day closer to Christmas.
Wait, Spawn's a Christmas ghost now?
I'm not Spawn. I'm the ghost of Spawn's mispast.
So is Spawn... are we supposed to celebrate the birth of Spawn with the same reverence as the birth of Christ? Or is Spawn more like Santa Claus?
It's 2 holidays. It's the birth of the man and then the day he became Spawn.
Oh my god.
The Son of God is Jesus. The Son of Todd is Spawn.
My father's not the same man as me.
Yes, I can see that. A brave man does not turn his back on others' suffering, no matter what the dangers. Genichiro was a brave man, you are not.
Fuck yourself, old man.
City Shinjuku. This is a film I remember back when there was Saturday anime on Sci-Fi Channel.
Siffy.
on this. Sorry, it used to be the Sci-Fi Channel. Now it's Siffy. Hello, I'm Siffy. Will you watch my animes?
My sci-fi.
Sci-Fi.
It sounds like Guy Fieri.
But no, I mean, Saturday Anime was back in the time where, like, you watch MST3K and Saturday Anime, and it was great. MST3K, aged like a fine wine.
And so did Demon Shitty Shinjuku, right?
Did you say Demon Shitty Shinjuku?
No. I said the right one.
So this is a Halloween-y anime. This is an anime with a bunch of monsters and ghouls and
demons.
Oh, we could have watched Akuma-kun or
Gege no Kataro
or Yokai Watch.
No, it's
Fuck.
Bad Tunes. So we couldn't have watched any of those.
We open up and the Highlander anime, minus the iconic Silver Cup sign. So you can tell I'm a Mr. An's Theater and Riff Tracks fan right away. And it's an epic battle between what appears to be Wolverine versus Trevor Goodchild, or a werewolf versus Goth Junkrat, or Magnus Burnside's The Fighter versus Fade Routha. Oh, I got more of these. Or Barry Gibb versus Billy Idol. And these two people are having this epic battle. They're knocking down buildings, and you notice one of them has a real sword, and the other one has a wooden stick. It's a wood sword. It's a practice sword, but it's glowing like a lightsaber, I guess. So maybe it's imbued with magic power. They could have explained like, oh, it's cut from some kind of sacred tree, but no, it's just a fucking wooden sword.
Well, it's too hard to curse a real sword, so they had to curse a fake one.
Does anyone know how to curse a real sword?
A real sword?
Yeah.
Just like a real, like curse like a Nerf sword? Does he want to curse a Nerf sword?
I mean, a Nerf sword is real, but I think in the real in this subject is modifying sword.
Gosh, a real sword? Had to be real, didn't it?
The werewolf dude gets jacked up.
Oh, God, yeah.
He gets his left arm cut off, then his left leg.
Wolfman gets jacked up.
He gets you jacked up. He's still Wolverine. And then Rutger Hauer just fucking kills Abe Lincoln. And he looks to the sky and says, "Oh, demons, for giving me this power to defeat my enemy. I know our evil plan is not for another decade. It'll be 10 years before our evil plan comes to fruition. But
I just did this for fun. Fuck it.
Our day of destiny is still a decade into the future, but until it comes, the world shall be in chaos. I shall create hell on earth. 10 years from now, we shall meet again.
Man, I hope no one comes to avenge this guy within 10 years. You gotta jump the gun. Maybe you should lay low until like you're in 9 years within your plan, then start fucking murking people on the goddamn roof trucks.
Or a week.
Or a week, yeah. You could get that done in a week.
Or you can kill people discreetly, like a serial killer. You know, you got magic powers.
So, Demon City Shinjuku, the Shinjuku city, is destroyed by, what was it called again? Something happened. Scientists called it, I think, the Great Shit or the Devil's Shit.
The earthquake became known as the Devil's Shake.
And it destroys all of Shinjuku. People think it's an ecological disaster or maybe a terrorist attack. And that part of Japan is just off limits from now on. We fast forward 10 years, of course. Not 8 years, and the good guys get the spring on the bad guy. No, it's been 10 years. And our hero is molesting waitresses. Yep, this is an anime, all right.
You can tell it's like, what, 80s, 90s?
You could also tell it's an anime because we've been showing pictures this whole time.
Oh, fuck.
That's also a dead giveaway. We're no longer an audio podcast.
Since when?
A year, maybe more.
Hold on a minute. If this is an anime, why does that woman talk like she's from, like, Terrell, Texas?
You just gotta look at a pretty girl and you're slobbering away like a dog. Well, you got as much chance with her as you got with me. None.
Well, Andy, as you probably know, in the 90s, no one was allowed to be Japanese.
Oh my
God. And that's
God.
the theme. We're going to be running down a bingo card of non-Japanese accents for characters.
I don't know why they got Mags from Skylanders to be in this stupid anime, but...
So he's watching the TV in this Wingstop.
Yeah, it's canonically Wingstop.
It's a Wingstop. Well, I mean, based on the accent of the waitress, I want to say it's a Wingstop. Forget about all the hiragana on the walls and everything, and the fact that they're serving steamed rice and noodles. And he sees the president of the Federation. I guess we're in the future in this one, but the president of the Federation is coming, and they're talking about, you know, what a great guy he is, all the wonderful things he's done for the world, how he solved the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which, I mean, you know, fuck, minus demons, but on a plus, Israel and Palestine are finally getting along. And this Miss Universe walks to give him flowers, and a fucking poison ivy style trap springs forth.
Oh, you're neglecting to say that the main character knew not to touch the flowers.
Yeah, he's like, look, like something's off. That sneaky Japanese woman. And he's like, wait a minute. I'm Japanese.
Maybe.
I made myself feel bad. Oh, he's Japanese, all right, because his name is, I had to write it down, and this is not the fault of the source, and this is not me making a joke about how Japanese people have hard to pronounce names. In fact, the Japanese language is very phonetic. It's actually a simple language to pick up, but much like another film we watched last year, a lot of translators have problems because different characters say this name differently in the film. But the most consistent pronunciation of his name is Kiyoya Izayoi. Kiyoya Izayoi. Kiyoya Izayoi? Yeah, Kiyoya Izayoi.
Some people call him Kiyoyo, but they're just bullying him.
We go to his dojo. He's teaching kids how to do martial arts for 5 seconds. And he's like, you did 8 swings. That's a day. I'm going to go fuck up some Coke cans. And he takes out
He's probably School of Rocking them.
I'm supposed to be teaching these kids arithmetic. Fuck. I don't even know martial arts. Pulls out his wooden sword. It glows blue with his chi. And he starts cutting cans up with it. And it's like, awesome.
How does he do this?
With the power of mysticism, a wooden sword is almost as good as a real sword.
Oh, what kind of colas does he chop up? Is it Coca-Cola?
No, the iconic Cola-Cola.
Oh, of course.
It's corporate sponsorship. It's synergy. They have a tie-in with the brand.
Cola-Cola. It's cola.
So then he's visited by, well, what I can assume is the hybrid of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda. Because he's just short Obi-Wan, a spectral short Obi-Wan.
And like Yoda, he just can't speak very well.
And he taunts him. He's like, he taunts him in what sounds like is a Indian accent?
Do you not recognize a practitioner of Nempo, the concentration of physical energy derived from human thought, which in its highest form can challenge even the unnatural forces of the spirit world?
I couldn't even tell what they were going for.
So we so far checking the boxes. We have Texan, Indian, for 2 characters who are very obviously Japanese.
Yes.
And his name is Aguni Rai. That Aguni Rai. He's such a goony guy. And he tells him, yo, your dad 10 years ago, he got bitched up by this guy named Rebbe Ra. And I'm like, at this point, I'm done with the names in this movie.
Rebbe Ra.
And Aguni Rai says, hey, I trained your dad. And he became awesome at Nanpo, or I think it's Nanpo. Kenpo is a fighting style. Nanpo is like the lack of a fighting style. I trained your dad. He became great. There was this dude, let's call him Rebi Ra, but we all know it's a Rokusaki. He got upset that, I'm not as good as this weirdo bearded looking guy. So he sold his soul to the devil and killed your dad with the demon powers. And as a reward for giving him demon powers, he's going to plunge the world in darkness unless you stop him. And the guy's like, oh, you want me to stop him? I'll kill him. He's like, well, actually, he'll kick your ass if you fight him. Then why are you even here? Like, the character's like, wow, nice fucking pep talk. But I'm like, then why are you here? If you're like, he'll kill you if you fight him.
I need you to contact the army. Call the police, you idiot. There's a demon.
It's kind of like when King Kai told Goku not to fight Frieza. He's like, he's too powerful. He'll destroy you. He destroyed your whole planet. And Goku's just like, well, who else is going to fucking fight him? Piccolo?
I'm Goku.
I'm sorry. Does our universe have a version of the police I can call on Frieza? So that's when the president's daughter shows up, Sayaka. And she is posh English.
Mm-hmm.
God, I was pulling for so bad. I wanted her to be Cockney.
Oi, you there, stick boy. You're going to turn this ruby raw brown bread, you ace.
But she's like, you have to fight him. You have to. He's like, yo, Ayaka, I'm more of a Ryoko kind of guy, so get the fuck out of my mess. Well, I'm going to go to Demon City Shinjuku without you, you fucking fanny. And she decides to leave him there. He's like, man, this is an anime, so we all know what's going to happen in the next scene. I better follow her.
And then a cat gets ripped in half.
A cat gets ripped in half. The Thing is here, everyone. Hey, everyone, the Thing made it. She goes to Demon City Shinjuku, which apparently is on the border of what town they're on, because there's not like a good passage of time in this film. So she's in the Demon City. She goes up to a dude, and she's like, I'm looking for Rebi Ra. And he's like, oh yeah, I know Rebi Ra. Let's go. They're walking. He's like, yeah, Rebi Ra, we're tight. We're cool. We went to the same high school together, We were on the shot put team, I'm the one who introduced Rebi Ra to his wife. Me and Rebi Ra had a, awkward moment at summer camp once, and I swore to never tell anyone about it. And she's like, wait a minute. Rebi Ra's an all-powerful sorcerer. He wouldn't be going to summer camp. He's like, yeah, this is an anime, so you know what's going to happen in this scene. And that's when the little jumping guy from Vampire Hunter D shows up. He's like a flea man from Castlevania or Genan from Samurai Showdown, and this time he brought Earthquake with him. It's a Samurai Showdown Brodown. Actually, they're more like Chang and Choi from King of Fighters, I guess. Sayaka has a magic ring that doesn't really do anything. And that's when anime unpleasantness starts to happen. But luckily, Kiyoyo.
I swear I thought they were saying Kiryu at first.
He's like, you bastards, I'm going to kill you, you bastards, 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 bastards. We've been talking about other characters' accents, but we didn't talk about our boy Kiyoi. Not a Japanese man. He gets to be from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn over here.
So you should be. Let her go, you bastard, or you're gonna be spitting out teeth. Well, there's fuck all I can do. You can confront this diabolical creature then. I got better things to do than saving the world's asshole. I don't want to make the whole world happy. One beautiful woman would be enough for me. Hey, hang on a minute. Give me a break. I'm just a regular guy.
Hey, there's so many demons over here.
Fuck yourself, old man.
He fights them, he beats them up, he's like, even though you tried to rape the president's daughter, I'm gonna let you off on a warning. But luckily the demons show up and they eat the bad guys. It would kind of suck if they got away with it.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what? I'm in. We're gonna go fuck these demons up. So they go to this weird mole lady and they give her a bunch of money to, you need to tell us where Rebi Ra is. We're pumping you for information. Also, I'm looking for this girl with this tattoo on her butt because her brother's boss kidnapped my girlfriend. That's a different movie, Chris. So they give this short, gross mole lady a bunch of money so she'll tell him where Rebi Ra is.
And she's like, all right, I can use this money to get psychological help from David Warner for my zombie daughter.
And she's like, all right, I can use this money to help Craig T. Nelson get rid of all those ghosts in his house.
Oh yeah, and I can use this money to be in a third thing.
So she takes the money and run. Obviously she has no peripheral vision because she runs in an alley and she's like, oh, good, I lost him. What? No, I meant to do that. I wanted to get you out of my secluded workshop into the open where we could talk about Rebbe Ra and no one would hear us. And then she gets attacked by the Shadow Beast. And that's when the first fight happens. She tells him, hey, he's always guarded by 3 demons, and you're going to have to fight them. And the first demon is abdominals. But luckily, star of stage and screen, Hervé Villechaize is there to rescue them. In this film, he's referred to as Chippy. Where's my Chippy? There's my Chippy.
Oh, so he has a Japanese accent?
No, he is actually offensive Mexican stereotype.
Hey, you think you can take me for a sucker? Guru, you see what I got on tonight's menu?
As they're escaping through the sewers, that's when Vincent Valentine emerges from the shadows. In a Romanian accent. Okay, maybe he's more like Alucard, I guess.
Men angered the gods with their pride, and in order to punish them, the gods looked on as Pandora opened her box, letting chaos loose. And now, here in Monster City, mythology will become reality.
And he's like, oh, I'm going to be mysterious. Am I a good guy or a bad guy? Just wait and see. Wink. Which, when has that ever happened and the person turned out to be bad? It's going to happen one time where someone's like, am I a good guy or a bad guy? Ha ha. Oh, man. We knew you were good the whole time. Oh, thank you. And then he like shoots a kid.
That kid was evil.
So there's an extended fight scene with the crab man in the subway system. You don't really know who really kills the crab because dumb luck helps. He does hit him with his magic sword, but then fucking Hervé Villechaize murks him with a grenade. And they decide to go to a fancy hotel. At which point, Sayaka and Kiyoi have to share a bed. And he's literally like, oh man, I can't. How does she expect me to sleep in the same bed with her? Does she want me to fuck her like crazy?
It's like Boner City Shinjuku in here.
And he has to sleep on the floor, and he literally looks at his crotch, and he's like, okay, down, boy.
If I stay next to her, I'm gonna lose control. Come on, boy, calm down. Sleep.
Calm down, penis. You're always getting me into trouble, you wacky penis. It's like, I don't like this hero. At least Ataru Moroboshi types are normally, like, comedically charming, where this guy's just he's just a sex pest.
How does she think I could sleep lying next to her? Would she rather I fucked her silly all night?
So Kiyoi and Sayaka decide to venture forth the next day. They only have 3 days before the anniversary is up, and they have to fight Rebbe Ra at his full power, or he summons some demons. But a evil presence takes over the body of Chippy. And Chippy's like, hey there, cowboy, let me look at your sword. Oh, this is a really cool weapon, man. That started out as Mexican, and then it dipped down to Canadian, and then all the way to a patois. I'm very sorry. I don't know what I was doing.
You went really weirdly Jamaican in that last word.
Yeah, I was just like, Heidi.
Hey,
let me see your weapon, man.
I'm racist against everyone but Japanese people because there's no Japanese people in Japan.
So Chippy is like, cool, let me look at your sword. And then he jumps into a puddle. Puddle jumpers! But then he just disappears into the puddle, which is actually, I think, a really cool effect. That's when Kiyoi has a fight with the underwater hairball mirror clone witch in the splash zone. It's an odd fight. It seems like it's 7 different fights combined. Because like, oh no, I'm underwater, I can't swim. Oh no, there's a bunch of her, but only one of them is real. Oh no, my friend has been possessed and I don't want to hurt my friend. It's like, was this a show and they decided we got to cram a season's worth of bad guys into one person?
I don't think they realize that if you combine cliches, they're still cliches.
Becomes a mega cliche.
Yeah. It's just a series of cliches.
It's the Devastator of cliches. Also, Rebbe Ra's your real dad. I'm dead. There's also a great scene. Because Chippy was possessed by a water demon, he says this.
That's pretty embarrassing. I'm getting a bit old to piss in my bed.
The two heroes have been damaged, and that's when Mephisto, aka Alucard, which is Dracula spelled backwards. Fuck,
Holy shit.
Well, I'm not going to be able to watch the Castlevania series on Netflix now. I just ruined that for myself. He shows up, and he saves them. And he takes them to his evil-ish looking lair, and he's all like, I'm going to be a neutral observer in this conflict between good and evil, but I'm actually going to save you. So, I mean, I'm kind of like, I guess I'm kind of like pre-sinking of the Lusitania, America. I'm pre-Pearl Harbor. Oh, wait, that's actually offensive. Never mind. I'm sorry. I forgot you were all Japanese because none of you are using Japanese accents.
Hey, that's really offensive. I'm Japanese. I'm gonna shoot my 2 revolvers in the air like a Japanese person would. Yeehaw.
Kiyoi is like, I don't know if you're good or evil, but watch Sayaka for me while I go defeat Rebbe Ra. And he's like, well, that's a terrible thing to do if you think there's a 50-50 shot that I'm evil, but whatever. And as Kiyoi is leaving, this redheaded demon woman shows up, and Mephisto, like, intervenes. Again, he's supposed to be on the sidelines. He's all like, I'm a neutral observer, except now I'm going to fight one of the 3 major villains for you. And this demon lady is like, I just want to have fun. I just want to fuck him. That's almost a direct quote.
I only want a little game with him, to fuck him.
He's like, oh, why don't you fuck me instead? So they have this fight in a bar, and he's like, oh, it turns out you have sulfuric acid for breath. What happens when you mix sulfuric acid with spirits? And he shoves a beer down her throat. He's like, you get a reaction. No, I was actually literally asking what happens. I'm trying everything here. Oh, cool, I got it in one. Hurrah! In Soviet Russia, beer drinks you. And that made me think, hey, if you know that alcohol might kill you, don't pick a fight with someone in a bar. Go fight in a library.
But then a library, you can just open up a thing on sulfuric acid and just find all the weaknesses.
Kiyoi gets sucked into a dream world. And at the same time, Sayaka has to fight the mother of all cliches. A scary girl.
And she says, Mama.
Mama.
So Kiyoyo is wasting away in Margaritaville.
Oh yeah, we had this theory because when he's in the dream world, he's just on a park bench and he's not in a dream world, he's just fucking drunk. Rebbe Ra was like, I cast booze on you, take that. I put this dumb bastard in Silent Hill and he's stuck there forever. But luckily, Paula defeats Gygus using the power of prayer, and Kiyoi gets a nice little child skull for a souvenir. Oh, he broke it. Damn it, Kiyoi. And then Sayaka shows her real power. She can melt children with her hands. Yeah, remember that laser ring I had earlier that I gave to Chippy? I got like 10 more of those, kid.
I'm the fucking Mandarin.
That's when they go to fight Rebbe Ra. And Rebbe Ra is like, hey, kid, I know I killed your dad, but do you want to join me? He's like, no. And he's like, I know.
Worth a shot.
That was a shot. That was 1,000,000 to 1, but I still felt I need to take a crack at it. Now I'm going to throw you in a pit. He falls down the pit, and he's like, oh, hey, my dad's sword. And that's when Obi-Wan is like, oh, yeah, when your dad died, he put all of his chi in his weapon so that one day you'd find it. It's a miracle. And it's like, no. It kind of seems like he's been planning that for 10 years.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a long shot, but not really a miracle.
I think it's only a miracle if his dad is God.
I guess it is magic, so that kind of is a miracle.
Hold on, let me listen. There's a Queen song about this where he lists all the things that can be miracles. Oh, that's weird. It's actually part of Highlander.
Wait, I'm listening to the ICP song about miracles right now, and they specifically said a Japanese boy finds a magic sword in a gully. So, close enough. They could have been talking about Secret of Mana, But, 601. So he holds his magic sword aloft and he's given the power of Grayskull, and his dad fucking ghost talks to him and says the most disparaging shit. He doesn't say, I love you, son, or I'm so proud. It's like, Kiyoi, remember, this isn't your power. This is the power of the world's chi. It is your master. You are not its master. Use it only for good. Thanks, Dad. Fucking thanks, Dad. I love you too, I guess.
This is like if he won a soccer game and his dad's like, wow, you couldn't have made the score yourself. You had to like wait for Dad, I was the goalie. No, I don't care. I mean, I thought I could be a little more proud of my son. We won, Dad.
Kiyoi, remember, this power isn't yours. You are its servant. Use it responsibly. Also, can you please shut the front door? I'm not paying to cool the out of doors. Look, if you're going to drink all the milk, don't put it back in the fridge. And be sure to be home by 11. Fucking thanks, Dad. Can I go kill Rebby Raw? Yeah, fuck that guy. I hate him. That's when the coolest part of this movie shows up. Rebby Raw in the very beginning, when he's fighting Genichiro, whenever he gets hit, his body will like reform. And he'll be like, haha, you cannot kill me. I have the power of demons. Kiyoi shows up. He's all got the matrix of leadership. He fucking does a fucking wave dash at him. It splits Rebby Raw in half. Rebby Raw's body starts like coming apart. He's like, ah! And then he comes back together. He's like, ha 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 ha. No, wait, fuck, no! Ah! And he fucking rips apart again. It's so great. He has a shitting grin for a second where he's like, ha, you can't defeat me. No, wait, you totally can. Fuck! The end. Mephisto's like, well, I'm going to go now. I'm glad I could have been a bipartisan observer in all of this. I'm like, Mephisto, you like helped like a lot. No, I didn't. That would be wrong of me to do for some reason. Goodbye.
I keep telling people I won't help, and it's just to hide the fact that I don't actually have any real powers. I just have a nice house.
I also have these knives that I bought from Sharper Image.
I own a bar, and that's my power.
I lucked out. I fought the one demon who's like weak against alcohol.
I'm just a science teacher. That's how I knew that.
Do you know how many fire-breathing demons there are? Like 96%. Any other of them showed up, I would have been fucked big time. But no, the one bitch who shows up and I'm like, hey, have a drink. I was just trying to loosen her up, see if, things could happen. I didn't. Just because I am a bipartisan observer doesn't mean I can't get my freak on. You remember that song? Oh, it won't be around for another 6 years. Never mind. Forget I said that. Kiriyoi, when the gods gave man Pandora's box and they opened it, it released monsters onto the world. So the gods decided to give man one thing to help them. Hope. Yeah, okay. No, because I keep talking about Pandora's box. Not in any of the scenes we were in, though. You kept saying that to yourself, and now you're saying it to me like it means something. Oh, shit, dear. Okay, I'm leaving. Chippy, come on. You live with me now.
Good job, Kiyoyoi. Did I really name you that? Oh, God. Well, I remember it was kind of half my fight, too, because I provided the chi, but whatever.
In fact, I'd probably say 90% of the work, because I kind of loosened them up for you like 10 years ago. Then I gave you most of the chi, you used my sword, your sword broke, and then I gave you a nice pep talk, whatever.
When he split in half the first time, that was you. But the second time, me.
Knows how he died when I did it?
I'm not taking you to CC's, you little shit.
I like that Kiyoi is like, I'm done with this. And Mephisto's all like,
unfortunately, it isn't as simple as that, because while there are demons, there'll always be men ready to serve them, and they'll always be a threat to you. So your services may be required again.
Fuck yourself, old man.
So yeah, that was Escape from Shinjuku.
They did save the president.
Yeah.
So the two of them look at each other, and he's like, man, I love this girl. And that's the end of King of Fighters 96. Thank you for watching.
Gee, this girl's great.
Oh shit, we forgot to actually review the movie. Andy, what did you think of Demon City Shinjuku?
Demon City Shinjuku was really bad. It was like someone wanted to make an anime and they just checked all the boxes of what an anime is and then got their hat and coat and left.
I'm a little less negative. Liked it, didn't love it. Probably give it a 6 out of 10. Interesting premise, bad dub, great visuals, and that's how I feel. Okay, so that was Demon City Shinjuku. What film is next up in our Spooktober Spooktacular?
Next up, we got Scary Godmother.
I want to watch that. I don't want to fucking watch Scary Godmother. It doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't look like.
You sick sons of bitches! You ripped out my heart! You took everything I believed in and you flushed it down the damn toilet!
Oh, okay. Scary God... Yeah. Okay. Scary Godmother. It's a great film. It's a great CG anime cartoon from the amazing year of 2002. Please don't kill me. We start off and there's a bunch of children in really shitty costumes. You got a kid who's dressed as Candy. You got
the devil.
You got the devil.
One is Anne Hathaway as Catwoman.
And my favorite, the one kid is like, I'm a baseball player in his tricked out SUV. That's not really scary. Well, I'm drunk as hell. Oh, okay. That's more on brand. Daryl, by the way, the one kid, he's gunning for your gimmick, Andy. He's trying to be the next Candy Andy. The devil's like, creatures of the night. And they're like, we're not really creatures of the night. I'm Candy. I'm a baseball player. And he's like, yeah, but baseball players, they play night games, right? Yeah. And baseball players, they're also prone to smacking their girlfriends around a bit, right? Yeah, I'm a creature of the night.
Creature of the night?
Creature of the night.
Creature of the night.
Creature of the night. Tim Curry's there too. Tim Curry's the one who's taking the kids out trick-or-treating.
So glad that I could be your chaperone.
That's when Hannah shows up. She's the youngest kid. She's probably about 4 or 5. Only character with eyeballs, which is disturbing.
It's in like a post-Coraline kind of world. All the other kids have lost their eyeballs, but they got the buttons taken out, I guess.
Jimmy is Hannah's cousin, and he's like, look, we gotta ditch Hannah. She's a little kid. She's gonna slow us down. If we want to get the good candy, gotta get rid of her. And it's only this sentiment that turns these other kids, who up to this point seem like really good kids, I thought these were the protagonists, to completely turn them evil.
Well, I think it's kind of like a metaphor kind of thing. Like he's tempting them, right? So he's like a metaphor for Satan, like in the Garden of... No, wait, never mind. He's dressed as Satan. He's literally dressed as Satan. It's not a metaphor.
All I know is he convinces the other kids they will get more if they abandoned the weakest member of their group. Capitalism doesn't work. They tell Hannah, go in this creepy house. You got to give the monsters in the house candy or else they'll eat all the boys and girls. Their plan is she'll go in the house. She'll get scared. She'll run away. She goes in there. She gets freaked out. And that's when her scary godmother shows up and teaches her, hey, why are you scared? Well, there's monsters. Some of my best friends are monsters. Jesus fucking Christ. Some of the language in this movie, it really rubs me the wrong way. It's like, I'm allowed to say the M word because some of my best friends are monsters. They keep saying, we'll get Hannah to go inside the spook house.
The spook house!
Hannah, go inside the spook house. And Bert's like, bro, I'm standing right here. Come on, man. There's a million other words you could have used to describe a scary house. Tough talk coming from people who named their Halloween special Spooktober. So they go to the scary godmother's house. I guess there's like a portal in this house to take him to the Halloweeny world where everyone is impotent. And she introduces him to her roommate, or broommate, as she says. And he is the third gayest skeleton in fiction. Right behind
O'Share Bones?
Oh, horrors! You can lick my boots.
O'Share Bones, and of course the official hint keeper. Hop! Busted!
Oh, my scary godmother. Sorry to be so late, but I just had to get these old bones bleached for the party.
What about Papyrus? Is Papyrus fourth?
No, remember he said he didn't want to date Jim Sterling. That knocked him down to 4.
This skeleton, though, they actually say is a skeleton in the closet.
Yeah, he's a skeleton in the closet. We meet the scary godmother's other best friend, who's a werewolf, who's very theatrical and also effeminate. I'm going to say this. This is kind of mean. This is very mean. But they're the one throwing around innuendo, so I'm going to throw around some innuendo of my own. A witch. Another synonym for witch is hag. Scary Godmother is a hag. Scary Godmother is the kind of person that the werewolf and the skeleton lie to about being sick so they can go to the club and actually get some fucking action and not have to dance with her. That's the Scary Godmother's character. So the whole story is trying to teach Hannah to not be scared of monsters. And she's explaining to the skeleton, a fucking skeleton, she's like, I'm scared of monsters, but obviously not the undead, who I don't consider monsters. When I say monsters, what I mean is, like, if you look in the monster manual and there's classifications for different mystical beasts you have to fight. You know, there's humanoids, there's traditional animals, there's the undead, which is you, which I'm totally cool with. I'm just scared of monsters, not even demons or astral projections. I'm fine with them as well. As defined by TSR, oh, I'm sorry, Wizard of the Coast now, I'm kind of old school. I'm scared of monsters. But I mean, a witch, a skeleton, and even a werewolf, that's kind of a lycanthrope kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm iffy on him, but yeah,
scared
whatever.
of him once a month.
I said he's a lycanthrope, not a woman.
Man, Chris, between the racist Mexican accent and the hag joke, you're doing great.
I sold my soul, but our subscriber numbers are great.
Also, is the Scary Godmother a monster?
She has wings.
She has bat wings. So that's like, she's probably a monster. Maybe from her mother's side. I don't know.
It's great, though, because they have another roommate who's a legit monster. He's a monster under the bed. And Hannah is very rude to him. They're throwing this party, and she keeps throwing shade this monster's way. This is where the party's at. But I feel like a hypocrite talking to you and your monster-phobic friend. And that's sadly kind of where the movie is. It's just it's kind of they have a party. There's a lot of jokes about
it's kind of quaint though.
Ordering blood pizza. It's quaint.
Yeah,
it's a good movie for kids.
There are well, it's intended for kids, so I'd hope so. But there are vampires there, and it's like you shouldn't be scared of any monsters. Vampires do kill humans though.
But we told them not to.
But they won't hurt you, so it's fine. She's like, that's cool. I'm not scared of that. And I was never scared of skeletons because, to be fair, I have one inside of me. So it's like, it'd be like hating myself.
It's at this point you notice that the kids waste so much time on trying to get Hannah out of their group that they ruin their own Halloween. They've spent, if they would have just had Hannah with them the whole time, they would have got more candy than if they planned to scare Hannah away, then get candy without her. Capitalism doesn't work. Hannah gets the monsters to scare her friends, her cousin and her cousin's friends. So in a way, Hannah saves the day by relying on negative stereotypes. It's a bad message for kids.
I don't think the movie was a metaphor for anything. I think that it's teaching you that that's okay, but only with monsters.
And at the very end, Hannah's like, will I ever see you again, Scary Godmother? And I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be like a Frosty Snowman, like once a year. Scary Godmother's like, no, here's a key. Put this key in any door, like literally anywhere. And it's kind of like Beetlejuice rules. You'll just be in my house. It's cool.
It's the ending of Labyrinth.
I like, though, that she kind of inadvertently makes a pact with a coven of witches.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, here you go, Hannah. Here's a magic key. Would you like to live deliciously? Hannah, we're trying to like ease you in to this, but disregard everything we said last Halloween. We totally eat people. The vampires are totally fucking evil. And I worship the devil and I cavort naked on like a full moon. You should have guessed when the pizza guy offered to give us pizza in exchange for our souls. That's kind of also, that guy's probably the fourth gayest skeleton. Let's bump Papyrus down a notch. All in all, an okay movie, probably a lot more entertaining for kids. I think it needed some kind of conflict to be resolved. If you're going to make a movie that's just like about a party, you need to have some pretty witty dialogue happening. It needs to be more like a Woody Allen film or something like that. Woody Allen. Now that's scary. Speaking of child abuse, nice little segue. We weren't supposed to watch this film. We were going to watch another film, a film I'm not even going to name. Guess what? It's the first time we've given up on bad tunes. We have never turned something off and said, no, this isn't worth a review. Hey everybody, Editor Chris from the future here. Just want to interject. I've decided I actually am going to name the film. The film is called Where the Dead Go to Die, and I'm only saying that to warn people off of it. Normally I don't want to give something like this more exposure than it deserves, but I didn't find it because it was recommended. I stumbled upon it on accident, and I assume that can happen to other people. This film is so fucking gross that if you own it, you should be required to go door to door to everyone in your neighborhood and explain what a weird piece of shit you are. I'm a 33-year-old man, and this film was so fucking disgusting and offensive that I screamed nope, got out of my chair, and turned it off. And you know what? I grew up watching Pink Flamingos, and that has a scene where someone eats dog shit off the street. So here we are, because of this gross piece of shit film, I have to actually throw up a trigger warning in the middle of my episode. If you don't want to hear about crimes of the sexual nature, please skip to this time in the video. It's a CG animated film that I assumed was going to be about zombies or monsters because it looked super bad. It's made in a program called Cinema 4D, made by one person. The opening credits literally has people's AOL Instant Messenger handles as their credited names for voice acting. Wow. I'm just going to go through the first bit. It's an anthology series that features a little boy who looks kind of like a version of Aaron from Game Grumps in the face just a bit. Maybe it's just the highlights were throwing me off. He's convinced by an evil dog that his mother is going to give birth to the Antichrist because God told the evil dog, Son of Sam style. So the dog rips a baby out of a woman's womb and then bites the dad's penis off while the dad screams, why is my dick in your mouth, you dog? And the two parents die, and then the dog tells the little boy if he wants his parents to come back, God told him to lose his virginity to the dog, and the little boy has sex with the dog on his mother's corpse. This is a film that has not only been online, it has been reviewed by almost every other cartoon. I had never heard of it, but I found when I clicked on it on YouTube, I had seen almost every popular cartoon reviewer review this movie. I didn't watch the reviews because I wanted to go in dark. Their reviews better be call the police, call the police. Andy asked me at one point, do you think the person who made this is in jail now? And I said, honestly, I kind of hope they're dead. Rue Morgue, I checked the Wikipedia article for this film. Rue Morgue gave it a positive review. We were 15 minutes in and already there were 3 stories about child molestation.
Yeah.
That's what I kept going back to. Fuck, I feel bad now. We should have just watched fucking Spawn. Oh, but the funny thing is, another little gem from the Wikipedia article, when asked about the making of this film, the creator said he was eating pot brownies while he made it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, drugs make you creative.
Drugs make you a pedophile, apparently.
Don't blame me, it was the drugs.
Oh, really? What hard drug were you on? Oh, a pot brownie.
I was on weed.
I don't know if I can do it anymore, man. That last cartoon just took a lot out of me. It was really bad.
Scary Godmother wasn't that bad.
I wasn't talking about Scary Godmother. That movie's perfect. If only there was something that could take my mind off it.
Hey, fuckers! Devilman! It's me, Devilman. And if you don't want me to rip off your fucking head and shit down your goddamn neck, you prick.
I don't.
You'll watch my fucking movie. Happy fucking Halloween, you goddamn jack-off pigs. Capitalism doesn't work. Away! Devilman versus the Bird Demon. Or the Bird Lady.
Big old bird lady.
Bird girl. Turkey woman. Can I admit something?
What?
I don't like her turkey butt. It just reminds me of Thanksgiving. The film starts with our hero. You all remember him from Devilman. If you haven't seen last year's Spooktober, pause this video now and go watch it. But our hero, Acura the Turbo Teen, who can turn into Devilman, or if he eats spicy food, turn into a car. He's living with his girlfriend's family, his girlfriend Mickey. And while they're playing video games and just having a traditional family night of watching little Jimmy play Robotron,
little Sonny Jim,
they get a phone call, and Acura goes over there, and it's a demon calling him on a landline telephone. And what's great is that this is the first time we've seen our hero since the last film.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this. This probably in Japan presupposes you read the manga. These are like specials. Like, they're taking the best of Devilman and animating it. Because Devilman knows exactly who's calling him. He's like, Jin Man! Da-da-da-da-da, 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 I am fucking drunk! So he's like, Jin Man, how dare you call my house? And he just fucking Peter Parker parkours all over the area.
He goes out and does the warehouse scene from Footloose for no reason.
Then he jumps into a sewer so he can do LSD with the Ninja Turtles. At which point he meets Sans from Undertale. Yay, we're tying it back in. That's when the evil Jin Man shows up. And it's Scatman Crothers?
Scatman Crothers as Gamera.
See, with every miserable human soul I consume, I gain another charming bird upon my shell. Each one represents an eternity of bitterness, suffering, and misery. I love to hear them suffering, so much more satisfactory than killing them, even if you do it slowly, don't you think?
Not Snowman Spike, Snowbot. There's a flurry in a hurry.
So Captain Beefheart apparently is the one who killed Devilman's mom, and she lives inside of his shell now. And he's like, if you try and kill me, you're gonna kill these people, daddy-o. It's me, Wolfman Jack, and I'm a turtle now. I came back as a turtle. This was the deal I made with the devil.
I don't know why they didn't make me a wolf.
I think that's my punishment. That's my cross the bear. I came this close to being a wolf, but I'm a fucking turtle. No, I want to be Razor, not Toka. God damn it, Orokosaki, you messed it up. So the faces on the back of this turtle are like, no, don't kill me. I'm actually quite enjoying being stuck in a turtle shell for all eternity. This is my kink, don't shame me. Yes, Turtle Daddy.
That hurt to hear.
So Acura can't turn into Devilman or a Hot Rod because his mom will see it and he's ashamed, even though his mom is a face on the back of a demonic turtle. So he can't fight the demon at his full power, and he's getting his ass handed to him by this turtle. And finally, his mom comes to him in a vision, and she's like, hey, 1 second, watch my horrific death. because I'm already dead. He's like, why are you showing this to me? You could have just told me. Yeah, but you really got to see this shit. It's fucking crazy. My fucking lungs full out and everything. It's a mess. Aw, shit, is that your liver, Mom? Well, I guess I better turn the Devilman. So he powers up and his mom's like, holy shit, my son is Spawn. I'm not fucking Spawn, Mom. I'm the Devilman. Fuck. And he kills the turtle quite easily.
Because it's a turtle. He tips him over. Done.
He fights this turtle, but first he grabs the turtle by the shell and kills his mom. And after the turtle dies and he releases all those souls, he's like, all their souls are gone. I released my mother from this world. It's better this way. She's no longer in pain. I'm like, wow, what an ending. What a great film. The credits roll and it's just, no, oh wait, you opened the movie with that? You opened the movie with the hero having to kill his own parent and then like coming to terms that he's all alone now? Ghost of his mom like cheering him on and be like, no son, turn the Devilman and save the day. Fuck, you got 40 more minutes to kill. Shit. I should have stuck around. Sorry. Peace.
Now you gotta kill your dad.
So Acura goes to the hospital. Meme incoming.
Rio.
Hello.
You seem very well.
There you go. So
hello.
Acura goes to the hospital and he's meeting his old friend who we thought fucking died at the end of Devilman. I guess he got better.
Well, he'd have to be because otherwise he'd be the first gay skeleton.
He meets his old friend Rio, and all the women in this hospital want his D. They want it bad. And he's like, haha, these women want the D, but I'm not giving it to them. I'm gay. Wink. Why is Rio in the hospital, by the way? Is it because of his injuries he sustained? I thought it's been like months or weeks in between the two
skateboarding accident
films. Oh, see, I thought maybe he overdosed on white lines. That's one. Rio let slip. You know, I've been thinking maybe we should just let demons kill people. And Acura, who just, found his friend that he loves very much, he's like, hey, you say that again? And I'll fucking rip your head off and shit down your neck. You're starting to see that Acura is Devilman evil when he's not Devilman. He still has the fucking fangs sometimes. Whenever he gets like the least bit angry. But then again, it's kind of like your friend saying, hey, I started reading Mein Kampf. I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm going to rip your head off and shit down your fucking neck.
Because we're big fans of Duke Nukem as well, so.
I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck.
It's weird to have a character who acts like a school shooter and then be like, no, he's a good guy. He's good. He's fine.
Acura has a nightmare in which he goes back to the Antarctic where the demons were first frozen. And it's great because he walks by Jin Man, who's frozen in ice. He goes, Jin Man. But it's like, oh, hey, Jin Man. I remember you. You killed my mom.
They're at Cheers and Jin Man walks in.
Jin Man! And he sees in the distance, Rio is about to stab Mickey to death. And he sees himself trying to stop it. He runs past his time trial, beating his best time, so he's got that going for him. And then sees, no, it's not Rio. He's going to stab Mickey. And then he wakes up. And Mickey comes in and she's like, oh, you had a bad dream. And they have this weird scene where for some reason the first thing he does is lift her skirt. He's like, oh, I had a terrible dream. My mom, vagina. Oh, it was awful. And she's like, you think my panties are awful? I fucking hate anime sometimes. This is a classic anime. This isn't a recent thing. It's always been fucking bankrupt and just cringeworthy. So we finally get a line that might finally eclipse Shit for Brains joke. They're talking about taking baths, and she goes, I'm going to take a bath. And he says,
I couldn't stand not having a bath every day.
Let me know next time. I'll soap your tits for you. Whoa, hey.
Devilman. Credits. Laugh track. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Sit, boo-boo, sit.
I'll soap your tits up for you. Wah-hey!
How are ya?
He's Devilman, not the Hunchback Fairy. That was the last cartoon. Oh, Hana, if you could just sit on the shovel for me, my poor back. I want nothing more than to see Devilman fuck up Baba Yaga. Magic House, turn your back to Devilman and face the woods. Turn your back to the Hunchback Fairy and face me. Turn your back on Devilman and face the woods. Fuck this, I'm gonna rip off your head and shit down your neck. Oh no! There's a scene where Mickey's like ready to get in the bath, and she actually says to herself, man, I wish Akira would soap up my tits. Actually, I gotta do another take of that. It's weird, for some reason, she calls him Akira. That's not his name, it's Acura, like the car.
She also says chest, but she meant tits. Devilman doesn't say chest.
So that's when Bird Girl shows up, and she brings two demons along with her. One is, well, we'll get to that one later, but one of them is Violator. Violator shows up, Andy. Yay, he made it.
I can't wait till Chris gets on Wikipedia later tonight and compares the date that Spawn came out and the date that Devilman came out.
Spawn was first.
Spawn was first?
Spawn was first. Yes, Spawn was written in the 90s and Devilman came out in the 80s, but Spawn is based on true events as depicted in the Bible. If you look in the Bible, there are references to Violator, Vandalizer, Vindicator, and Vaporizer. So that's in there. It's in the Book of Revelations.
The Vicks Vaporizer was invented in the BC era?
You haven't been using a Vic Vaporizer, have you?
Oh no, why?
That's some dark magic shit, man. You got to get your aura cleansed.
Also, I think the guy who made it does like dog fights or something. Now, Spawn might be from the 90s, but you got to remember, Devilman is made by Dante Alighieri.
The demons, I guess, cause Mickey's family to all have near-fatal transporter accidents. This is what Barkley doesn't get on the fucking transporter, people. This kind of shit happens all the time. And it turns out it's some kind of wacky wall walker. And so like, I'm the floorboard demon. Why am I here? And Devilman's like, you're such a bitch. I'm going to kill you with my eyebrows.
It's like a 5-second fight.
Well, first it shows goes, Devilman. It just fucking shouts gibberish. And he's like,
That's the way to cheat a lady. You're going to the depths of hell with me for that.
Oh, fuck you, eyebrows.
Yeah, and even after it's done, Mickey's parents and Dr. Venture are still stuck in the walls and ceiling. It's really weird. And god dang it, Devilman got the big old eyebrows and the big old hair, and I'm gonna put you in a wall.
Devilman fucks up the water demon, but he makes him evaporate and then just beats the piss out of him. And he's like, I'm just gonna kick your ass. Like, I'm not even gonna use my powers after this. I'm just gonna stone cold stun you and throw you out a window. It's kind of like he's already dead. Like, leave Devilman, leave him alone. Leave Violator alone. He's been through enough. Have you seen how many action figures they made of him? He's so tired. He's so tired from being rotosculpted and turned into bendies and having variants released of him. There's nothing wrong with gala luncheons.
I feel so violated. Oh my god. I gotta get my name changed.
Is this what Violator means? Holy shit, this is wrong.
I'm changing my name to Clown.
Everyone likes Clown.
Who doesn't love clowns? Wait, they're rebooting it. No!
So Devilman puts a naked woman on her bed and's like, well, I'm just going to stare at her as I slowly monologue to myself about what just happened and try and process this information.
And get all this Gogurt off my hand.
You're like, oh, fucking God, fighting demons is gross.
Purple stuff. Sunny D, all right.
Violator's back and he wants Sunny D.
I'm not Violator, I'm Devilman. We have very similar yet somewhat distinct voices.
That's when Shurenai jumps.
Wait, another King of Fighters character?
Sorry, the bird woman whose name is Shurenai.
Oh, okay.
She jumps in and grabs him and he's like, haha, I was waiting for this moment where you let your guard down after defeating those other two demons so I could attack. It's like, okay, that's really shitty of you because you knew they were going to die. why didn't you just attack him while he was fighting the other two demons? That would make a lot more sense. Maybe she just hated those guys. Like, fucking the one dude, he's just shouting all the time and I don't understand him. And he has the worst powers. And the other dude, let's be honest, man. Spawn is like edgelord. It's too edgy for even me. The demon bird turkey butt lady. Devilman, you have two choices. Fight me or soap up my tits.
I'll rip off your tits and put them in soap.
She grabs him, and her evil poison in her talons make it so he can't turn the Devilman. He's like, just fucking kill me. Just fucking kill me. It's better than the shame of being beaten, which is...
And she's like, all right.
It's like, yeah, I'm going to fucking kill you, you piece... No, I'm going to take you to hell.
That's the end of the movie.
I'm going to take you to hell, and you're going to live in hell, and they're going to rip you apart for all eternity. Why don't you just kill me, and I'll naturally go to hell, because since I sold my soul to a devil, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to hell when I die. I don't think there's a, like... Well, Devilman, yeah, you technically sold your soul to the devil, but, you know, it's like a what dreams may come kind of thing. You beat up a bunch of people.
According to Bayonetta, if you sell your soul to a demon to make a pact, you go to hell, but then you just, like, get your girlfriend to pick you up and everything's fine. Just...
I learned
she takes
that,
a motorcycle and you're fine.
I actually learned that from a classic work of literature, The Divine Comedy by Dampy. Rio shows up with a fucking sniper rifle. Well, first Rio decides that he's going to reenact the beginning of Zardoz. My name is off a frame. But then he decides against it. He's like, no, there's not time for that. I gotta go fucking murk some people. Shows up with a sniper rifle and he shoots the bird woman and saves Acura. You know, a sniper, you know what the most important attribute is for a sniper? The reflex. The Devilman is fighting the bird woman in a spectacular aerial fight. They kill half of Leonard Skinner at one point. He uses Liu Kang's titty kick technique to great effect. So at this point you realize the bird woman is a half-naked woman, and she's the bad guy. This is just an excuse to see a naked woman get wailed on over and over again.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of, there's a word for it in anime, I learned. I think the word is Riona. No, it's not the country western singer. It's sexual gratification from watching women getting beat up. And you'll notice it a lot in anime, like not hentai, just regular anime. There'll be fight scenes and like gut punches and like knocking women out and slapping them is something they give like special preference to in fight scenes.
You're not going to tell me the guy who made Cutie Honey likes that?
Andy, the guy who made Cutie Honey might be a pervert.
What?
Yeah. I recently found out Go Nagai created Kekko Kamen. It's a manga about a ninja who fights people completely naked. Imagine my surprise. And now for the rest of the film. Because this film is one fight scene. It's like a goddamn Dragon Ball Z movie. Demon City Shinjuku, for as little of plot as that movie had,
it at least had a cat getting ripped in half.
It at least had a plot. That's something else Go Nagai gets his rocks off. He actually called the guys who made Demon City Shinjuku. He's like, hey, I'm one of the godfathers of anime, so if you want to keep your job, rip a cat in half for daddy. Oh, and my brother Scatman needs a job. They're like, wait a minute. This isn't Go Nagai. This is Jack Nicholson. Yeah, give Scatman a job anyway. Okay.
We're the same person.
So the bird woman has this fight. She uses her disappearing arm buzzsaw technique to great effect, rips off Devilman's arm. Man, Devilman fighting a giant bird woman. This is anything but an ordinary world. He uses his eyebrows to defeat her because he realizes her antenna control the arm. So he just uses electrical impulses. She impales herself on her arm, and she's like, oh, fuck, I'm losing. I better tag out. My Lord Satan. Satan, help me. Satan, a lot better than God. I'm just going to put that out there right now. People have prayed to God for a lot of stuff, and it just doesn't fucking happen, and they get sanctimonious. Like, that's not how God works. You say, hey, Satan, help me. He has 7 demons show up within seconds. One, he makes a personal appearance, which is really good. I mean, we don't even know what God looks like. Satan's like, yo, let there be demons. They show up and they're like, Satan, Satan, Satan. They're getting pumped up. They're so fucking jazzed to be demons.
He's like Oprah, but in hell.
Like, I would love to be a demon. Imagine having such a great boss that you're like, Satan, 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 Satan. It's kind of like working for Paul Heyman and you're just like, ECW, ECW.
Is Satan not our boss?
Hey, why are you two wasting company time watching cartoons? I need you to do that Let's Play of Buck Bumble.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the.
Oh man, I just realized we work for Satan, who also kind of sounds like Wolfman Jack.
So my Shiranu is dying, and then Tarkus from the Emerson, Lake and Palmer album Tarkus shows up.
He's like, merge with me, Shiranai, and we can defeat him, which is something in the last Devilman movie. They showed that if a demon eats another demon, they become an even stronger demon. Demons kind of have like this hierarchy. So it's kind of a nice little callback. And she's like, well, I'm dying. If I become the dominant part of the merge, and I guess that's kind of like if you die and I eat you, we'll still die because I'm mortally wounded, which to me, I don't know if that really makes sense. I would assume if you merge, you get your health, you get your HP back, but who knows? I guess, yeah, I guess you're still going to inherit her ruptured like colon. But he's like, you know, Tarkus, if you become the dominant personality, we can live. It's a 50-50 shot. And Tarkus is like, no. I've loved you for all eternity. I'm your rhino husband and I love you. You need to taste the victory of killing Devilman, even if it kills us both.
Because, Shiranu, I have loved you since the dawn of time.
And then he rips his own fucking head off. And she's like, no, my rhino husband, I realize I love you too. Charges Devilman, fucking gores him. ECW, ECW, ECW. Fucking gores him and then's like, Devilman is defeated. And Devilman's like, well, I guess I die. I'm missing an arm and I got fucking impaled, dead. Wakes up and Rio is patching him back up. Rio, the most skilled surgeon in the world, by the way, because he reattached Acura's arm. He's like, yeah, wow, we almost lost you. And then while the credits are rolling, which is very like, can you just let the movie end? While the credits are rolling, Devilman's like, no, Shiranai, she's gonna come back. And Rio's like, no, she's dead. She died. He's like, well, at least she died knowing that she defeated me. At least she got to believe that she had won. I'm like, that's not the Devilman I know. Devilman would be like, I'm gonna go straight to hell and be like, yo, bitch, what up? I'm still alive. Fuck you, I'm Devilman.
They're not in hell. They went to heaven.
Oh, she went to heaven?
Actually, here's the question I want answered. Their spirits from hell, if they die, aren't they just gone? Don't they just stop existing?
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe if you're a demon and you die, you go to heaven. And it's just an infinite loop. You know what? She discovered the true meaning of Thanksgiving, and that's why she went to heaven. But they say every year, when that old Thanksgiving wind comes blowing in, you just put a top out on a turkey, and Shiranai will come back to life along with her rhino husband. And that's why, if you look at your cornucopias, we put a little plastic rhino inside every Thanksgiving Eve.
So, what else about the cartoons? Is there something I should know about these cartoons?
That's Shiranai. She's what I'd like to call an electric Barbarella. I had to work it in somehow. That was probably the hardest one on our goddamn list.
This truly was Duran Duran.
Man, that Devilman, he's out for blood. He's hungry like the wolf. Oh shit, we forgot to review Devilman 2. Okay, I'll go first. Devilman fucking kicks ass.
Devilman has good action and a terrible dub. And from an anime, what more could you want? There's a scene where Shiranu's blood like falls on Mickey's chest. And it's like she actually should at that point soap up her tits. Way.
What the fuck? What the hell is this? Some kind of soap for tits joke?
I'm Devilman. Amon is soaping tits in hell.
So this has been Bad Toons Spooktober special, and it's time for Chris Recommends. It's your favorite part of the show. Just like how everyone is about Sonic the Hedgehog these days, I made the fatal mistake of ironically liking something to then liking something. I'm recommending Spawn.
Oh, God.
The HBO series. Now, here's my thing with Spawn. I've always had a soft spot for Spawn. I liked Spawn as a kid. As I grew up, I clearly noticed it was it was edgelord shit. It made Devilman look like BoJack Horseman. But I always thought the idea was a good idea. Here is a guy who goes to hell, makes a deal with the devil to see his wife, gets screwed by it, comes back as a superhero, but like in quotes, because he's not really doing it for the greater good. His motives are very selfish, and he's like haunted by demons. The problem has always been with Spawn is the execution. The movie is terrible. The comics, some of the stuff make you roll your eyes. The HBO show has Keith David as Spawn, and that man can read anything and make it sound believable.
She's seen the creature I've become. That's all she knows. Her only memory of me. This is truly what hell is, old man.
He's one of the best voice actors ever. But the cool thing about the Spawn HBO cartoon is they let it breathe. The pacing is very good. Whereas the movies, like you actually see Spawn show up in hell and Malbogia is played by motherfucking Frank Welker, which takes you out. It's fucking Dr. Claw. Spawn, it's me, Malbogia.
If you won't lead my army, then you must die.
And you see a bunch of mini Spawns dancing around like, hee 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 hee. You don't see any of that in the cartoon. The cartoon just picks up with Spawn waking up 5 years later. Everything else is in the past. He doesn't remember it. The only downside is that there are two occurrences when people insinuate that Spawn is gay based on his costume.
Tell me you're not the guy who took out Tony's men. Tell me it's somebody with some balls. And not some no-talent asshole in a faggy outfit.
Later, Chapel says, oh, what? Is it Gay Pride Month already?
And Keith David's like, yeah. Spawn's gay now. We changed it.
I'm a LGBTQ ally, I'd say. I have a lot of friends who are part of that demographic. I don't remember any of them wearing giant red flowing capes and having green plasmatic eyes. Of all the superheroes to like insinuate they're gay, I don't see how Spawn makes the cut. Maybe he's Babadooking. Spawn is the new Babadook.
I'm the ghost of Spawn's past, and I forgot how my voice goes.
Oh, hey, ghost of Spawn's past.
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about Spawn being gay.
What's Spawn?
Get the fuck out of here. But probably my favorite part of the show is our good friend Todd McFarlane sabotages the tension in every episode when he comes out and like, hey, if you knew that someone was having sex with your girl and that was your best friend, wouldn't life seem like a cruel joke? Well, Spawn ain't laughing. Turn off the lights. It's time for Spawn. The man's a charisma vacuum, and I love him for it.
Good or evil, we have to ultimately choose one or the other in life. We all think that we're good. So where's the evil come from? Where is it hiding? When the lights are on, it seems that the darkness is held at bay, is sitting there at the edge of the light. But evil, it exists because we create it. But not out there. It comes from the inside.
God bless you, Todd. It took you 3 tries, but you finally got it right because Spawn the cartoon is pretty good so far. I actually really like it. After recording this, I went ahead and finished watching the entire series, and the last episode ends on a fucking cliffhanger, so I'm sorry, forget I've ever fucking suggested watching this. My second recommendation, well, last year I suggested Clive Barker's Heckraiser. It was Clive Barker getting into children's entertainment. This year I have something similar. Clive actually had a second attempt. And while it's not a cartoon, it's still kind of in that vein. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that. So here's a clip, actually. The only known clip, surviving clip, of the failed pilot for Clive Barker's Rawhead Rex Jr.
I'm here with my friends to go to the...
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, hey, Rawhead. I'm trying to assemble this toy train. Wow. Something's not working, though. Oh, I see the problem. There's a cartoon stuck in here.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass.
This has been the Bad Toons Mother's Day special. Merry Christmas, everyone, and to all a good fright. Oh fuck, this is for Halloween? Shit. Spawn makes much more sense for Halloween.
Here's a hint. Click on the RLS to subscribe, click the boxes to watch more, and click the orange P to give us some money. But be warned though, too much cash will spoil the gang.